Hello. Yes, today I'm gonna show you what I mean by what I say in my group message about your SBQ. So step one, you need to read the inquiry question. Oops. Yeah, make sure you understand the inquiry question. So in this case, is whether the British are saving the British steel industries or not. Okay. So the two components here are the British government and whether they are helping to save the industry. Okay, then you read the background information to look for keywords about this argument. What are the for argument? What is the against argument? Okay, so the situation is that steel has been fading in recent years, right? Steel has been fading in recent years. Okay, because China is coming in and therefore the government is actually buying China steel, which is cheaper than UK steel. Okay, these are the things that here, and hence the companies are no longer profitable because they cannot match the prices of China's steel. And another issue is that jobs are being cut. So from this background information, I can already see some elements that I need to answer, some clues about the sources. It can be about the companies, the business here, or it can be about the jobs or employment. Okay, so this is how you debunk and decontextualize. You unpack the background information. So again, you say that it's the oldest. Why is it important? It's because it's the oldest in the economy. Okay, steel has stepped in and take measures to protect. So here we give you about the measures. So many of the sources are going to talk about this, the measures that the government is going to take. Are they enough to help protect the steel industries or not? Okay, so step one is to analyze all these things. Step two is to just see each individual source and see what is the stand that it takes and the reason. And this reason has to be in your own words. Okay, the reason has to be in your own words. So if you look at the source here, it says from the British PM. So from here you will know that probably he is supportive of government efforts that the government is doing. No, it's an open letter, so most probably it's against the government, or it's saying the government has not done enough. So blah 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 blah. The government sit there, allow great industry to die. The steel industry needs help. They can offer us warm words and weak excuses. So this is your key evidence here. So in this case, is the government helping to save the industry based on your inquiry question? So the answer here is yes, correct? No, it's not. So what is the sub reason? This is something you have to use your own words. So here it says that the steel industry, the government sitting there allow the industry to die. When the steel industry needs help, all they offer is warm words and weak excuses. So if I were to use my own words, this is actually talking about the subtopic, which is about because the main topic is the government, so it's about the measures. Okay, the measures are ineffective or they're insufficient, right? So in this case, when you talk about this inquiry question or whether the government is helping to save, the key point here is that the effectiveness or the insufficiency of the measures, that is the main reason. So when you do your inference, you can list down this main reason. Okay, so that is for source A. So if you look at source B, what element is it talking about? Okay, main focus of this picture are the kids, the children here. So in terms of whether the government is helping to save the steel industry, what is being highlighted here is actually the workers. Okay, what's happening to these workers? Why are they protesting? That's what you must ask yourself. So in your own words, I would say that does this agree that the government is doing to save the industry? So no, right? No. Why no? Because the reason is that the workers are worse off, right? Worse off due to Chinese imports, right? Their livelihoods are affected. So this case, the sub point for this source is talking about the livelihood of the workers, that they are worse off. Okay, now we look at source C. British finance minister, so likely it will be yes, right? Because normally in a source-based question it will be a balance. Some will say yes, some will say no. So in this case it's yes, right? So what is the sub point that is talking about here if this is saying yes? Okay, as you can see very clearly, it says that the families are doing everything possible to help them make sure long-term future for the industry, and that we are making sure we build things like the new railway using British steel. So again, this sub point here is that the measures are, is it to protect individual or companies? This in this case is to protect the companies, right? Measures are taken to help the companies. What are the specific measures? Since you cannot live from the source, we are using British steel. So in other words, you can say we are purchasing British steel. Okay, so in this case, the stand is yes, and the stand is because the government is actively purchasing or taking effective measures to help the companies. So use your own words to come up with this sub point. Okay. Okay, two more. Let's look at D. Online newspapers. So this one, it can be yes, it can be no also. Okay, but I say the transport minister suggested that there's a scheme, 55.7 billion scheme to help ensure the jobs of the workers, right? Okay, who are afraid that the government will betray. So in this case, the sub point is talking about the workers, right? So how would you say? You say yes, because the government is taking effective measures to do what? To actually protect the livelihood of the workers, right? By purchasing the steel. So by protecting these industries, you are actually protecting the employment or the jobs of these workers. So in the case, it says yes, the government is indeed doing something. And finally, if you look at source E, it says that the government is refusing to guarantee that British steel will be used for the railway. So there's no promise. So in this case, it is no, right? And the sub reason is because it's talking about, again, the measures. The measures that not clear in their promise. Okay, that means the measures are ineffective or insufficient to actually protect and purchase British steel. So use your own words to come up with the sub point. So once you have all these sub points of all the different sources, then it's going to be very, very easy to answer the questions. For reliability, you just check matching. For inference, you just check the sub point and list it down clearly. For part E, it's even simpler. You just need to give the stand and then give all the sub points as said by here. Okay, so this is part 1 of inference skills.